Okay, we be back. We be back. We be back now. So with the stove, the stove has been slain. You tirelessly, you open the fridge. It's empty. Well, I guess the icebox. Well, I mean, they could have magical fridges.
Fantasy fridge.
Fantasy fridge. Kian is not here.
I'm going to look at Keontae and look at myself, and I'm going to pat, and I'm going to cast Cure Wounds on the both of us.
Okay. Pop over to the other team.
How
Is this
how down are you?
How down am I? I'm at half HP.
Oof. Okay. I'm gonna cast it. Gosh,
Is that the parlor?
Yeah,
Okay.
the sunroom. I guess.
Sunroom.
Is that the same as the parlor?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the pink room that they're talking about.
Alright. So, lead the way.
Alright, so we go over here.
Okay. Aravan and Nualia come with you. They're like, hey, we found some herbs. And Nualia is generally small, but that's fine. And then
19 points back to you.
yeah. And we'll say that Ellie and Keontae come out looking pretty haggard from the kitchen.
Hey, you guys okay? Did something happen?
Seller, yield any results?
Did you guys go to the basement? Is there something down there?
We haven't even had time to check the basement. We were making sure we didn't die. You?
The stove attacked us.
Uh-oh. Again?
Huh.
Happens from time to time.
By the way, how much did I heal from your spell?
19.
19?
19 points.
Oh, that's nice. That's nice.
I rolled really high for you.
Thank you, I appreciate it. So kind.
And so you guys, are you guys going into the drawing room?
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys, we'll say that you guys all go in the drawing room.
No more splitting up.
And I have my two wolves with me from my conjuring animals, so I'm going to have them just kind of sniff around and see if they can.
Yeah.
Pick up on
In the
anything.
hallway, can I like perceive? Hey, look for a clue along with them.
Mate, you can make a perception check. You can start looking for things.
That's really all I can do. Alright, well.
And since we're all going in here, I think Kiara's gonna have Oculus check some other place too.
Okay.
I rolled a 13, whatever that means.
You look around and it's hard to tell any which direction. I will say that you do feel like you're at the whims of whatever wants to play with you. So you're just gonna have to kind of go along with it. So Oculus, where do you want Oculus to go?
Where that little up thingy is, the little upside down V.
Oh, okay, that's the dining room. Yeah, Oculus can go to the dining room.
Yeah, she just sort of like, how would you go check in there? So so she's like, we're gonna file into this room, and so he just sort of.
Okay, so we'll just do the dining room really quickly. It's empty. You see this long, elegant table with delicately carved engravings for like trimming the edges. It's a very elegantly and carved.
Elegant.
Yeah, it's very
Elegant.
affluent. There we go. Table. It's set for a large banquet, as if they were expecting you to if they were expecting guests. Oculus pauses and looks at the shimmering
chandeliers and admires the dinnerware as birds like sparkly objects. He's like, oh. And
so from like his little ferret form just sort of flits up to the back of one of the chairs or like to the edge of the table as a bird, like just smoke form into bird.
So like he spends like if you he'll just spend some time in there like longer than you anticipate because he's just like he gets distracted by the stuff that's in there. Like he goes by one of like this big decanter and sees his reflection and is like, ooh. Okay. And then there's like just some berries, nuts as like appetizers, and it goes and nibbles on some because even as familiars don't need to eat, they probably enjoy it.
It's a fun little treat.
Yeah. And it's a quiet room. As a familiar, there's you get the notion that if you guys came in here, there might have been something else, but since it's just Oculus, like it's gonna be pretty quiet. And we're gonna go to the drawing room.
No sign of Kian.
Nope.
Oh, by the way, Tiffy, is it alright if I have my wolves do like a kind of a sniff check as they're trying to look for any smells of Keenan?
Okay, yeah, sure. You can have them do perception checks.
Okay, I rolled for both of them. One got a natural 20, so that's a 21.
Okay.
And the other one, it's 13.
Okay, so they're sniffing around, and you see them go and like sniff under the couches and under the tables and through the cushions, and
they're just like lifting up the cushions like, where's the kid?
And they tell you through your connection with them that they think he's not here, but his scent is within the house, and they look above them as if to say like the second floor, and then they also look to the room that's to the left of this room, and they wag their tails as they're like, there are dogs in that room.
Yes, the dog garage.
The dog garage, if you will.
Well, they might be upstairs, but Pip and Hopper told me that there's dogs here?
Yeah, that's where we keep the dogs. At least during the warmer months. During the cooler months, sometimes we move them to the sparring room.
Right, we gotta be on guard. They might be like bred dogs. We don't know what the Feywild's gonna do.
Right.
Also, it's whenever we cast spells, something weird happens.
You noticed?
Do I still look like food?
Yes, people look like food still.
Oh my gosh, yes.
So
Yeah, when you cast spells, everyone just gets more tastier.
yeah, so
They look
Luna,
normal to us, though, right?
what food is Luna and what food is Kiara?
I don't know, what food do you think, what food do you guys want to be? I don't want to just be on
Oh,
me.
I know. Luna's a milk bone.
I feel like Luna's like something like slightly fancier, either fancy or exotic, but not too much.
A parfait? I don't know. Sure.
Megan's
Parfait.
Peppered mushroom.
The peppered mushroom.
Oh. Nualia and Aravan are also there, and Nualia just looks like a banana.
A tiny, tiny banana, like a plant, like a mini little plantain.
Yeah, a little plantain. Aravan's just carrying her on his shoulder, and so what would he look like?
He's the split, and she's the banana.
Yeah. What would
You
he
look like beef
like?
jerky.
I feel like he'd look like a vegetable since he's a druid. And we'll just
Bok choy.
sure he looks like bok choy. He looks like
With pretty little spores around it.
yeah. Yeah. And so
Or like Veggie Tales up in here.
yeah, Veggie Tales. So you Veggie Tales it up in the drawing room, and the voice.
Yeah, we're just veggie damsels up in here.
Yeah, so you take a minute to just sit because it's nice.
Mm-hmm.
And then a couple minutes pass where you know, nothing goes wrong, but the voice that had brought you here says, "This is where you get to know people. It's called the drawing room, or the parlor room." And then the doors close and the curtains draw as you're brought into darkness, and the voice says, "It's time for truth or pain."
Right.
I'm just gonna cast the Zone of Truth so that no one's tempted to lie.
Okay.
Do something.
Oh, delightful. That'll make
Okay,
that so much
fun.
easier.
So that's
Kiara's lacking
that's a spell,
filter
just so you
is
know.
done. It's like a screen. The filter's just a screen that wind just goes through. Oh, it's gone. It's so fun.
So there's this at the center table. There's this nice lacquered box. It has a small clasp. It opens, and inside there's a velvet interior. And a different voice comes out of the box. Says,
Kiara liked this game when it was Truth or Dare, but she's hoping she won't hate this game because it's a fond memory.
Aww. Yeah.
It's okay. Well, I can tell the truth. It's great.
First question: what are your parents' names?
Everyone.
Mark and Mark and Jade.
Alma and Grigor.
Bing, bing. You see just a
Um.
little soft light flicker. Green. Bing,
Data and save.
bing. And Nualia is just like, ugh. How about bastard and what did I do? And Louisa, and then she. There's this fork of lightning, and it goes. It's her. And she takes.
Did she make a charisma save to lie?
Well,
No, she
it was
does-
honesty
it's
in her mind, right?
Yeah.
This fork of lightning goes and zaps. She's like, ow!
Right, it's a literal truth, I take it.
Wow. And then Aravan's like, Evelios and Louisa. Bing!
Alright.
Yeah, Auntie.
Well, I'm trying to check my notes. I think I only have my mom's name.
To be named Dad.
That lad and that lass. No, I'm kidding. Oh, those guys.
I have like a bunch of names. Like Mula is listed as my mother. Oh my god.
Alright, Nula. And hang on, I'll see if I can.
And Pops, my beloved Pops.
I think we did name him at one point.
Beloved
I don't remember.
Pops.
We don't talk about him anymore. Isn't he dead?
He's dead. Yeah, we don't talk about him.
Oh my
We
gosh.
don't talk about him.
We'll just name him Raytheon for the time being.
That's a good name.
That is actually a really good name.
How did you come up with this on the just on
I don't know if I've heard it from a place.
I
We
don't know
don't
if we
know if
named
I've read
Dad.
it somewhere, but it just came up in my head. I'm like, Raytheon's a cool name. I don't know what it is, where it's from.
Raytheon? Wraith, like TH.
Raithein. Raytheon.
Wraith. I don't know.
Raytheon.
I like
Let's go make it legit.
Yeah, sure. I'll go with that. I was like, I don't think we actually named him. Sorry about that.
It's
So
okay.
the light goes bing! And there's this notable sigh of relief. Whew. Second question. Who do you most admire?
Kiara's just face, like her normal, like little, somewhat violet complexion, just sort of goes like a little bit darker blue, like, oh. What is her last name?
do I
Define admire.
Raheem.
Okay, who goes first?
I'm trying to find her last name.
Raheem.
Poor man.
This is who I admire.
Mm-hmm. Bing. Luna, you said.
I was asking like what kind of admire.
Oh. It can. And it's like, it just says.
It's like who's your great role model, or who's your favorite? Who's your crush?
It says. I think it would respond with either. Either's fine.
You're not helping.
I'm not here to help.
dear.
Wrong voice. I'm not here to help.
Is this an actual voice or is it like a presence with us?
It's a voice from the box.
I'm not stalling. I am looking through our chat. Everything's fine. There you are.
Oh, who do I admire?
I know exactly who she admires. Where's Tiffany and Myra's in the chat? It's not that far. There you are. Oh, thank goodness.
Noelia just... Noelia crosses her arms and she's like... I don't really like anyone romantically right now. But I think our mom's pretty cool. It goes bing. And Aravan sort of nods. He says, I mean... I admire... And you see him blush, and he's just like, Kayanthi a lot.
Aww.
Ellie is just gonna start.
Jinx for Aravan. Kayanthe's gonna blush too. That's all.
Mm-hmm. Oh, they kind of share that little shy look, like, oh.
Well, I mean, I admire Kanars. I think he's really nice, and he's also kind of hot. And I like Jade. She's also been really nice to me. And I like everybody in this room. I like Kiara, and I like Keontae, and I like Luna, and Terraphon. Terraphon's been really nice, and he's
Ding, ding, ding.
kind of. So like Ellie just starts like listing out like names.
Ding, 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 ding. Yay!
Alright, and... I don't know if she has a last name, but I think I was playing with the idea of Mercata, but it's Dervla Mercata.
Bing. You guys remember?
Yeah.
No, you guys don't remember her. You just didn't really encounter her.
Players.
Players, you remember.
Yeah.
Too cool for school.
Yep.
Ellie,
Oh, whoa, sorry.
and Jupa's really nice. She like made us cookies once and snacks and.
That one came out of Kiara a little bit reluctantly, I'm not gonna lie.
And we're waiting on Luna, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Me? Sorry.
Can I ask first how many more questions there were going to be?
There will be 2 more after this one.
Okay. I'm trying to decide if I want to cooperate, because I can do other stuff. But,
You don't want to cast Zone of Truth. You have to cooperate. Come on.
What you want us to learn about you? What's your deep dark secret? Oh, please don't let that be the next question.
I'll say my mom.
Oh. Is that true?
Yeah.
Okay, sure. Yeah, Jade. Jade wins the... Jade's high on the end merchant chain.
Yeah.
She's pretty
Gotcha.
cool. She is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Bing. The box kind of spins again, and it's into the light coming out of it changes to like a red, as it says, "Tell everyone a dark secret you have been unwilling to share."
Gosh. I don't know if Ellie has dark secrets.
What qualifies as a secret?
Yeah. So as you begin to like ponder and stay quiet, you feel the room like just shrink a little bit.
Like actually shrink,
Mhm.
like the Star Wars thing, or like
yeah,
the
yeah, and,
walls
like the whole thing just kind of shrinks a little.
No bullshit.
And Nualia and Aravan's just like, okay, I kind of admire my dad, even though he's a crazy person. She's just like, and Nualia looks at him. He's like, I have really mixed feelings about it, okay? And she's just like, okay.
She pats his nose chidingly.
Alright, I think Kaompi, the only thing that's coming to mind for her is that she's just gonna be like, I was totally ready to kill my brother in the woods if I needed to.
That's okay.
She doesn't like it, but it's like, I was totally ready.
And Nualia kind of looks at Aravan. She's like, yeah, I know the feeling. And she's like, come on, sis. and
Kiara just sort of looks at you. You didn't? So why didn't you? Just sort of like the whole, like, kill him.
And the room shrinks some more.
Dark secret.
The main reason I ran away from home was not because of the spirits, but it was because I was afraid of hurting my parents.
Even while the room is shrinking, are we allowed to hug each other?
Yes.
Yeah, you guys are like sort of pushed into the position, but it's like, oh well, we're here.
After she's like bright red with this. She's like, after my my first time with the lock, I got really nervous afterward and like ran away the next morning before he woke up. And then a couple days later, Ellie came to get me, and I left without ever speaking to him again after that. And that's why I was so nervous to talk to him again afterwards.
Yeah, that's where that's at.
And the room it slows, but it's like shrinking slowly.
Yeah.
Really?
And my face turns red, and then I turn all red.
Straight into autumn.
There's words for it, and Kiara is just like fighting for the words for it, and she's like, oh, I had untoward feelings for my captain for as long as I can remember. Yeah, she just sort of like
Oh. And then Nualia says, she's just like, oh, okay, on our mother's side, we come from a long line of chronomancers.
And everyone's like, what?
Room's not screwing. What?
What? And she's like, yeah, mom's a sorceress. Didn't you wonder why dad buried her? He's like, yeah, I did wonder that. And she's like, yeah, chronomancers.
Chronomancers.
The other dog, the dogs aren't in the room, but if they were, they'd be like, you stole this bone at Thanksgiving. You did it. I did. Oh, it's okay. I stole that bone back. Really? Yeah. I thought it was Karma. No, it was me. They're not here, but if they were.
Okay, I think we did everything. Everyone.
Yeah, we did every.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the final question comes to a purple, which, you know, like, it's about the same, you know, it's like, you can answer it the same, I think, but no, actually, no, you can't answer it the same. Let's make this more interesting.
No double ups.
What resolved issues have you left to fester?
Unresolved issues?
Mm-hmm.
Resolved.
Yep.
Okay.
He's like, Aravan's just like, I feel really guilty that I let Tarina stay in the house for so long.
Since Aravan mentioned Tarina, Kaompi is just like, I still fully blame myself for Tarina's death.
I never properly said goodbye to my mother. She just feels really grim about that, like, never said goodbye properly. A little shamed.
Is it still closing in?
Yep, it's still like every time someone like comes out with the truth, it like stops for a couple seconds, and then it's like slowly like starts to move in again.
What unresolved issues have you left to fester?
Nuwalia would say, I don't know if I can leave the Feywilds because I've been here for so long and I eaten all their food.
And I've eaten everything here.
I've eaten everything here.
All of it with my food.
So
All the food.
Ellie is like panicking as you see her go from red to yellow and then blue and then back to red. I mean, she's just like kind of biting her lip and she's like,
Any little thing, it'll work.
She shuts her eyes and she's like, I still haven't forgiven Luna.
Oh.
Luna's face is just kind of pink. Like, oh, yeah. Yeah, of course.
Keonthea said, but Kristen is laughing. This is great. I love it. I'm like, yeah, let's do it.
And then she turns blue.
Oh, yeah.
My parents really wanted me to go to therapy after everything that happened with Odo, but I didn't want to.
Fairly unresolved, yeah.
And this concludes the game of truth or pain. And then the shutters open and the doors open and then like the birds like sing outside. And you're free to exit the room. I'm just trying to figure out.
And Kiara just does this little can. Just, at this point, I'm tired of subterfuge. We're gonna get that damn child and get him out of there. At this point, I'm tired of playing these games. I'm going to pick up my son, and I don't care if I don't talk to the principal on the way out. We are leaving the school.
Get out of here! Ah.
Kiara defaces a lot of things that make her very ashamed. And she's like, that's it? That's it? Where is he? It was a fun little game. I like that.
I'm glad.
Give your secrets away and hurry. I have secrets. She has secrets. What? How would she word this? What are the secrets? How far back do we go? What's on her mind immediately?
Way more stressful.
I just thought of a way better answer to one of them, and I'm like, oh man. It's like I'm in the shower after an argument.
Yeah.
Another good 30 minutes or so. Yeah.
Sounds good to me.
Okay,
Mhm.
so,
Like, this is fun so far. I like being pushed into bits where our characters have to bare their souls in ways that make them uncomfortable. Not us, them.
Yeah.
We feel great. They feel terrible.
Yeah.
yep, so you
Yeah.
guys,
Us, the players, are like, yeah.
You guys awkwardly shuffle out of the room.
Ellie's the last one out.
Single
Yeah,
file.
she's
Oculus
blue.
kind of panders back after, like, Kiara and exits in the room and just sort of...
Lands on him.
Mhm.
Yeah, you guys pass by the dog room, and it's you do hear dogs barking. Ellie, your dire wolves really want
Oh, they're just normal wolves.
your wolves just really want to go to the dog room, so they bound over there.
Oh, I mean, yeah, we can go.
Check it out.
Yeah, so you crack open you open their room to a mud room, which is
Mud room.
it's this little tiny room where there's like kind of this pump to like get water and like wash up, and then there's another door, and it opens up to a stable basically, but for very large dogs. You see chewed bones and brushes. There's hay scattered on the floor. You see a litter of dire wolf pups as they bark and rustle over the bones. And there's one with a ball, and it comes up and wants to play ball. And that's the room. I like puppies.
Aw.
Doggies.
You give them pets.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
that's
give
good.
them a bunch of pets.
I sheepishly throw the ball like, underhanded. It's like, here you go, catch it.
And it goes and bounces after it. You will get an advantage on your next saving throw because puppies are adorable.
Oh.
Sound logic?
Yep. And
There's so many doggies.
so many barcos.
Aww. Do any of them look familiar, or are they all just rando doggo?
They look like puppy versions of the dogs you know.
Aw. So they're the size of normal wolves.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, adolescent dogs.
Oh my gosh, they're just big puppies.
They're just giant puppies. Yes.
They got like these massive paws, like
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was thinking too.
Yeah.
They kind of like fox
actual,
you
like-
once or twice.
Yeah, actual wolves, but just with bigger paws.
I'm seeing the bias Tiffany has because here we have cats and you made it an enemy, but here we have the dogs. And it's giving them benefits.
They're just wonderful and
caught
having a good
me.
time.
Bread, one of my favorite foods. I don't think Tiffany likes me. I don't feel these are the children against me.
Hey,
The baby loves you. That baby
can
is
say-
yours.
Tiffany loves bread.
I do love bread. I literally just thought, like, what do we bake in ovens? And I'm like, bread.
And it's not molten like pie. We don't want pie to be the one to take the hit here, or you to take the hit from the pie, because that's burn damage too. It's not just bludgeoning damage; it's burn damage.
That. So,
It's delicious and hot.
you guys feel safe enough to take a short rest in here if you want to.
Short rest. All right.
Let's take a short rest.
Rest.
Why
Probably a little bit quiet, and Kiara just sort of surveys the room. How is everyone?
Luna is not looking at Ellie right now. Out of shame. So that might not be.
Ellie is not looking at Luna.
Oh gosh.
Aravan
Just-
is just
Kind of
awkwardly throwing the ball.
stroking her snowy hair.
Okay. Well, Kayanthi is going to, as she read,
Keontae and Kiara just look at each other like,
he's going to go to Luna just to sit with her for a little while.
I'll go take care of Ellie.
Like, I'm going here.
We both are like, I get it. Yeah, I'll get it.
All right, great. Yeah. So Kayanthi just wants to. Is Luna sitting or just standing?
I think she's sitting.
Okay. Well, maybe Kayanthi just goes up beside you, just puts a hand on your shoulder, and just asks how you're feeling. How are you feeling?
I don't know.
Zone of Truth isn't still on, right?
Maybe not in this zone.
It does not take concentration, and it lasts for 10 minutes.
Is it in our radius?
It's a 15-foot radius. So
Does it move with you, or does it just stay in that one room?
it's just I can cast it on a particular point.
Oh,
So
okay.
Is it active here?
1, 2, 3. Maybe not. Could depend on how close we are to the doorway.
All right. Whatever. Anyway, okay. So we're hearing I don't know, which is totally sound and truthful in my opinion. Kayanthi will ask. Well, I understand that it might still be a bit of a shock to hear how she feels, but just
No,
because,
it's understandable.
and just because it's a long road to this forgiveness doesn't mean you haven't started on the path. Maybe we're not completely done, but we still have a ways to go, you and Ellie. Yeah?
Yes, it makes sense.
Just keep walking it. You'll have it. And also, I thought your story was rather entertaining about you and Bullock.
She just goes red again. She's like, "Oh my gosh, I'm so bad." It was so awkward to finally reach out to him again, and I'm like, "You're so like, are you mad at me?" And he wasn't, which was good. But
Wait, was your reunion with him that time where I threatened him on the balcony?
yes,
Great, we love it.
Yep.
You just thought I just wanted to check and see if we're still there. Oh my god, who's this?
Luckily, I had written
So,
to
like-
him before that, but like, yeah.
That'd be funny if like he was like on his way and he was like doing that Zen mode where he's like all, okay, hi. But it's like, hey, you remember me? Galak. Yeah. No, that's dumb. Hey, Luna, I was supposed to be Galak. I just thought I'd pop in. Hey, Galak here. And it's just like late about, what are you doing here? Oh,
Not Luna.
I forgot my speech.
How it
I
goes.
don't remember my.
You know, that whole conversation though has me thinking about, I guess, Galak again, but in a different way. I don't think I ever resolved that issue where I burned down half of an elven village in a past life.
That definitely, well, it would eat me up, that's for sure. There's much to take care of. We'll have to take care of it one step at a time.
I don't know if they'd be so kind to be coming back to apologize, so.
Even if you don't have to apologize to anyone in particular, just making sure that you're okay with what has happened.
Well, they killed my fiance, so I think they deserved it.
Of course.
Maybe not the innocent people that were in the buildings and died, but the town as a whole deserved some calamity.
He's nodding, so you'll keep talking if you want. All right. Well, either way, we'll find a way. We'll get out of here, and we'll continue on what we need to do, and we'll find Kia. We will.
You know, I still don't know where my husband is.
That's difficult. I'm sorry. I wish you could.
Yeah. Like, I know Galak was my fiance back then. I know we've reunited, but I don't know where my husband went.
Life is strange.
Yeah. I don't
Will
know
be our
if I
next
want to know.
boyfriend.
It's like, do you want to know? That's gonna lead to a lot of weird questions.
What was that?
That's do you want to know? That's gonna lead to a lot of questions.
So,
I don't know.
Alright, so Kiara pops over to Ellie, and she's just kind of takes a seat, but as she takes a seat, the one dog she's like been like scratching nonstop, like, is just like, hey, you're not done here. Move! And so she just sort of rolls him into her lap and just
With the sandstorm beat.
the dog goes, so her in the scribble of an animal now. It's just, hey.
Hey.
Penny for your thoughts.
Copper piece for your
Just,
thoughts?
Copper for your thoughts.
I mean, it doesn't make any sense. I mean, all the facts are there. She didn't mean to kill Bree. Technically, it wasn't her fault. And it's not. And Bree's existence isn't over. Death is not the end for her. So, I don't know why I feel this way. Logically, it makes sense. It's not her fault. And it should be easy to forgive her, but something in me just doesn't.
Maybe you don't feel yet comfortable forgiving the fact, because you feel that in some way maybe it involves you too. Maybe you'd have to forgive yourself for being unable to prepare for it, or to prevent it, in order to forgive her too. Or maybe you're just not all the way there yet.
I guess so. He just like looks very contemplative.
Now recording.
Sorry.
Oh, hi there, Craig.
Howdy.
Craig.
Yeah, I'm just gonna record some audio.
You were saying?
Yeah, I guess I have to see what I have to forgive myself or.
Another thing is that it's still fresh as a wound. You can resolve yourself to forgive it. But there's a point where you're truly ready to say you forgive. And the point where the rest of you believes and understands that you're ready. Feeling and wanting are two different things. Maybe you just haven't arrived yet. It was a pretty tense afternoon. It was a pretty eventful afternoon.
Yeah, and I mean, Odo's speech didn't make it any better either.
Kiara, like,
better.
her hands slow, and like her eyes just like roll up just a little bit. There's just like this,
The
Stain.
like
I
the whole.
forgot he existed.
Yeah, she's just like, oh, the sting of me wanting to wring his neck is still inside of her body somewhere. It's still roiling around in there. That bloodlust is like, down. It's not about you right now. We're not there. That's not the conversation we're opening now. Yeah, you did not help at all.
Yeah, I turned to Kiara and I just give her a hug and I just like kind of bury my head into her chest. It's very hard because she's wearing armor, but still.
Kiara just,
Oh, the cold metal is refreshing.
Yeah.
and
You would slowly see the snow melt off to reveal green leaves.
I'll make it
Yes,
armor rescue.
Yep, you're just covered in snow.
how you feel and who you are aren't exactly the same thing. Don't feel guilty for how you feel. You'll work through it. We all will. You'll work through it. Alright?
Thanks, Kiara.
Anytime, lass.
Oh, precious. Good job. So roll your hit dice if you want to. Get those hit points back.
Let's roll. Let's roll. 3.
It would appear I don't have anything to heal from, but I think I'm perfectly fine. And whatever spell slots I don't have, I have back.
Okay, I am back to full.
Okay, so you guys conclude your time within the dog den.
Also, I used my pearl power.
Okay,
Yeah.
noted. You're in the dog den, and you conclude your time there. So then you guys go to the where do you, I'm assuming you're going to the stairwell to go up.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you go to the stairwell.
Yeah,
And
my summon is still around for an hour, so well, actually, I guess by this time they would have faded because of our short rest.
oh,
Yeah.
yeah. So
They
they
sniffed upward.
pop back to their spirit forms, and then you guys go outside to the foot of the stairs and begin your trek up the stairs.
Alright.
And
Ooh, this will be a trek.
you put your foot down and it's a stairwell. So you guys go upstairs. And the second floor landing appears. It opens to a landing with more cushy looking chairs. It has that. Let me change the map for you guys. go. Okay. And it has that comfy looking bean sack thing.
There's a pile of bean bags over there.
Yeah.
Luna's just gonna go jump on them. Because that was like where she used to hide during hide and seek when she was a kid, and then like her brothers would jump on her and then she'd scream. So she's like, okay, this kid will scream if I jump on him. Okay.
You leap into the beanbag. The lounge, you lounge, the rest is divine. You feel your toils wash away as it is reminiscent of your past experiences, and you feel yourself beginning to drift into a trance. You can swear there's a small violin playing. Make a charisma save.
Oh no! Wait, we're all close by.
All of us?
Okay. That's oh. I got a 15.
You really don't want to leave, but you get up anyway. And you're like, okay. It takes you like a few tries because you're like, but this is really comfortable. You know how you're like, you're in your warm bed and outside the air is cold and you're just like, but you have to get up and go to work or school or whatever. You're just like, yeah, it's that.
And the depression hasn't fully kicked in yet, so
yeah, so you're just like,
yep.
And you were comfortable, but there was something different about the scent again. Like it used to smell like whatever cleaner they used.
No.
But there's a faint like scent of, it's like rotting wood and dust. Wood and dust.
She kind of checks the wood floors to make sure they're intact.
Yeah, you knock on the floor and you kind of rub your hands on it. They feel like the same. They feel like a polished wood floor. But you do notice that like there was this kind of pool of dust when you like. You didn't notice it at first, but now that you're like out of the grasp of whatever charm had been on the bean bag, it's kind of dusty. Huh.
Can't kick it again.
Kick it again. It doesn't quite feel the same. It feels kind of like more plush, not quite as supple as like the bean bags. You're like,
that ain't right.
Yeah, there's something like just a little bit off. And you guys hear the voice who called you here again. Tick-tock, tick-tock, who knows what I'll do to Keith? I could switch around his ears and eyes. And you see, and then you look and you see poor Aravan. Aravan's ears and eyes switch.
Oh no!
And he's just like,
what is happening?
you see him just immediately kind of like shapeshift, and the shifting doesn't transfer. He shifts into like the most relieved looking cat you have ever seen. He's like, oh.
Hated that. Hated every minute of that.
Yeah.
Please tell me that the cat's eyes and ears also are switched.
No, it didn't
No.
transfer. It didn't transfer his.
Because that would be terrifying.
Absolutely terrifying. Or I could switch his body with another. So Ellie, you and Kiara switch bodies.
You are suddenly taller, and I am suddenly much smaller.
This is what it's like to be this tight.
McCaster.
Or I could make his. Or I could make him a different age. Luna, you become. Let's see how old you become, or how young you become. You age to like 65, which isn't too bad for like a half elf, but you see her kind of like, you see her her nose elongate and her face become a little more gaunt and some wrinkles set in. I don't know if she'd have gray hair at that point, but
I don't know. Like, if at level 15 I have a sentinel, so age doesn't affect me, and I can't magically be aged, but I'm not level 15 yet. So
yeah.
she doesn't know what it's like to be old because her last life she didn't look old.
Yeah, so you're experiencing something new. There's just that your back aches, your knees hurt. You're like, oh, great.
Whose idea was it? Who's this? This isn't great.
Yeah, but don't worry, I won't kill him. As long as I'm still having fun. So hop to it, clear the rooms, and find the kid. And that's where we'll end tonight.
Can't hop to it if I'm this old. You're working against yourself.
Oh my gosh. Am I gonna be playing as Kiara? That sounds really...
Are you gonna like swap her?
That sounds terrifying considering what is in my body right now. And I don't think you should find out the hard way.
Yep.
Try shapeshifting. Kiara, try shapeshifting.
Yeah, I mean, I'm up for
body
it.
switch, if ability switch, or if it's everything switch.
I'll have to talk to you guys about what you want to do, because the point is to have fun.
Yes.
I knew that you two would be okay with it, so
Yeah.
for those of you who
I'm
wasn't
about
sure, I just pulled you from the roll. I didn't have it on the roll for that, but you know, that's so that's what happened. So let's talk about what we enjoyed and who's ready to go.
I liked Ellie's switcheroo with the not actually forgiving.
Oh,
That was really good.
Yeah,
That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, that was a good moment.
that was good.
Seconded.
Okay.
I like the whole room. That was really good. I liked everyone's like little truths and stuff.
I love that truth cinder. That just like escalated.
Yay! Oh.
Who's your parents' name? Oh, it's this person. This person. What's your darkest secret?
All of us. Wait. I have the one.
It's like that Monty Python bridge where it's like, what is your name? What is your favorite color?
What is your favorite color? What is the calculated distance between? What is the flight speed of
An unladen swallow.
an African swallow?
African or European?
African or European?
Wait, I don't know.
His name's Tim because the actor like couldn't remember the name, so it's just like Tim. Originally he had like a wizard name, like Bartholomew or something, but he was just like Tim, and they stuck with it.
What? There.
No, doesn't should.
Anyway, so we got Ellie, and we got Luna. What did you like?
I said Ellie.
You
I'm
said
pointing
Ellie.
up at Michael, but
Okay, all right. I think that means Ellie is gonna get the inspiration die.
Gosh.
Yay!
I just what I loved the most was Keontae and Kiara. Yeah, Keontae and Kiara consoling the
tag teaming.
Being
we
team mom.
Luna and Ellie, they just can't get their stuff together at all. They're just a bunch of problem children. They just
Right?
Teen
can't get their
parents.
feelings right.
Well, that's what happens when you're a teenager, yeah.
Yeah. And then Kiara is just like the queen of emotional talks.
Yeah.
Kara, I have no idea how to solve my own emotional problems. Allow me to help you with yours.
I can solve other people's problems, not mine.
So much easier to project that into anything but me.
I loved what Keontae said because it's so monk-like.
Yeah.
Good.
You take her own words, though. Man.
See?
Yeah, you guys were on fire tonight. It was great.
It's just
So
super
good.
good.
Oh, so good. And oh my gosh, Tiffany. It was very Feywild. I had not expecting anything. You had Brett attack us. How could you?
I love that. I'm like, oh, I'm hungry, and then I started attacking. I'm not hungry.
Not anymore. Yeah,
I'm good.
yeah,
I'll
same.
wait.
Craving a really soft but crispy baguette. That's what I want. Right
Yes. Yes.
Gotcha. That sounds good right now. I want sourdough.
All right.
I also did like the little arm wrestling thing. I thought that was really funny and like kind of on brand for something that Kiara and Luna get into. Just like, oh, yeah, do it. Yeah, do it. Yeah, do it.
I want.
That was such a non sequitur. It's like, what do you get from it? Like nothing. It's just arm wrestling. Fun. Should you be getting anything from arm wrestling? We're just arm wrestling.
This is them as like a detective outfit. It does seem like the exact like investigative like noir type thing. You guys get like the whole like Who Framed Roger Rabbit type deal, and we got the whole. Yeah, we found the bros in the room. We asked them questions. They had nothing. Nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hanged out with a bunch of
Maybe a
bros.
bro or two.
Yeah. I just wanted it to be really off the wall, and
I didn't want it to feel like a dungeon, even though it basically is one.
It's a fungeon, if you will.
Yeah, I wanted it to be a fungeon.
Fungeon. Hey, I like that.
It's a fungeon.
Fungeon.
So.
I fun dungeon.
Aha!
You wouldn't hit a guy with glasses. Oh, you hit a guy with his glasses. All right. Thanks for watching, everyone. Hello, this is Tiffany, your GM for Dungeon Damsels. We update on Wednesdays and Saturdays now at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We have merchandise on our Redbubble and on links via the Linktree. We also have coffee and a Patreon if you wish to donate to us. Please like, subscribe, and comment as we would love to hear from you. You can also find us on basically every podcast platform out there if you can't sit down and listen to a YouTube video. And if you're wondering why we don't stream, it's because my internet can't support it. But regardless, thank you for listening and watching. And remember to be kind, inclusive.